Hey y'all, I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I've sat in front of the camera, so I thought, yeah, I better go ahead and do something. What's been going on? Hang around, I'll tell you in a minute. I uploaded the video on me redoing the rubber roof. Unfortunately, it has some issues. I got up there the other day, took a look at it. I had a little bit of a leak around one of my vents, and the roof is bubbling. So something didn't work right, which means I may have to do that process all over again. I have to give my body some time to heal. It's just, wow, yeah. Not good, or I could bust all the little bubbles, but there's a bunch of bubbles. I'm going to take some pictures and show them to a friend and get an opinion. Not a good thing. Okay, my van. I have had a mechanic working on the van, and just he keeps defying me. When I originally took it to the shop, they said it was an EGR valve. So I bought a new EGR valve, and I bought spark plugs because it's been a long time since spark plugs have been replaced in it. So they replaced the spark plugs. They did the diagnostic. Just for the spark plugs and the diagnostic test, they wanted $730 just for that. And they said it did not need the EGR valve. They don't know where I got that idea from different readers of different garages and O'Reilly's and AutoZone and such, maybe. Yeah, that's where I got the readings from. So anyhow, so I told them to stop. They were supposed to give me a quote before they started, and they failed to do that. So they dropped the price down to $403 for the diagnostic and the spark plugs. And they told me it would take an hour and a half to put the EGR valve in. They never put it in. So, I just kind of, wow, really? Really? Anyhow, I pulled it out of there, brought it home, found a mechanic that could come to me. So he's been working on the van off and on in his spare time since he comes to me. I will be trading the Crown Victoria for labor, which is $1,000 worth of labor. So that works for me. And I have other things if it goes up above that price. I do have other things. I'm just not putting that on the table yet. So I have my old van, and I have a $750 generator that I could toss in the deal, because the generator's 200 pounds. I can't travel with it. It's too big. I was going to sell it, but if I can use it for bartering, I'll do that and save my cash. Anyhow, so with the van, the front brakes were never done by that one garage, as we know, because I took it in March. They did an oil change. They did the e-brake. They did the rear brake, but they did not do the front brake. So, and I don't know why, because that was what I requested. The front brake, the oil change, and the windshield wipers be fixed. Oh, they did fix the windshield wipers, but the front brake was never touched. But anyhow, I'm skipping ahead a little bit there. So the mechanic comes, he checks out the van, he puts his reader on it. Unfortunately, he put his big expensive reader on top of his car and drove off and forgot that it was on his trunk and run over. It got ran over. He didn't run over it, but it ran over. So I felt kind of bad about that, but you know, he did it, I didn't, but still I have compassion. I felt bad. So he had another reader. So he came back and tested this, tested that. Needed a new, what is that thing called? Where all the coils go into. My mind is failing me right now. It's been so many crazy, chaotic things. But anyhow, I can't remember what that thing's called. But any mechanic knows I'm going to be talking to. It's the master thing that all the coils go into for the spark plugs. So we put that on, and it still came up with a bad reading. So he checked all the coils. He thought maybe I had a bad coil because he wanted to eliminate the process of it possibly being a computer issue. Well, we did all this and that, and it was still reading bad. So we put on, I went to Houston, got a new computer, a new rebuilt computer, $161. I was happy with that because when I bought one for the Dodge van, it was $300 a few years back. So I was happy with that. That worked for me. We put the computer on, ta-da, van starts up, everything's awesome, everything's cool. Check engine light comes back on. So he's reading the coils again, and another coil went bad, and we checked it, and come to find out the spark plug, the hardest spark plug to get to, of course, was put in incorrectly. So he remedied that, put the coil back on, and check engine light comes back on again after I drive it. Oh, we put a new fuel filter on it also. So, I don't know. You know, we did all that. New computer, new fuel filter, oil change, another oil change. Not that the oil change affects it. I just wanted to get a fresh oil change since the last one was in March. Although the van had been sitting for 3 months. We went ahead and did it anyhow. Just a various number of things we've done to it. Okay, so he's thinking, well, maybe we do need an EGR valve. I picked one up the other day. He came out and he said, you know what, it might be the EGR solenoid sensor, the EGR sensor. So we bought a new EGR sensor. He gets a discount, so I just give him the cash. He goes and buys the part. And so he put a new sensor on it, and everything's awesome, everything's cool. And I said the brakes. I said the front brakes still need to be done. So he bought brake pads. I'll have to show you the old brake pads. They're pretty bad.
You know, since the motorhome isn't running, I was hoping to take this van to Lollapalooza, and I was very disappointed that I wasn't able to get it repaired in time. Oh well, it is what it is, but distributor cap was what I was trying to think of earlier for the coils. My mind just went blank. Anyhow, these are my brake pads. And yeah, that was really bad. I cannot believe that guy just ignored the fact that I needed new brake pads. That was one of the previous garages, not the current mechanic. So this was my driver's side. And, you know, it was obvious that something was wrong. It was so obvious that something was wrong. Look at that. They're just worn down. Especially that one. It's worn down completely. And then this was the passenger side, which isn't as bad, but we went ahead and changed them out. But now the caliper is having issues, so there you go. Well, that one's pretty wearing down, so there you go. Those are my brake pads. I'm using paper towel because they're filthy, and I'm tired of being dirty. Oh, so there's that. And having an issue with my battery terminal on the motorhome. There is a wire loose in there somewhere. So that's going to be another thing to address in the near future, I hope, hopefully very near future. When I lived at my friend's house in the motorhome, they had a rat problem, and I kind of think that maybe some rats got in there and did some damages. We'll find out. I'll keep y'all posted.
So we bought new brake pads, and awesome, you know. So I'm running around, running my errands the next day. Check engine light comes back on, and my brake seize up. Fortunately, I was just around the corner, so I pulled over in a parking lot. I let the brakes cool down. A friend came over and checked it out for me and everything. And so he said I could make it home, just use the e-brakes, don't use the regular brakes. So we got it home. So it's sitting, and I'm waiting for the mechanic to come back. I texted him yesterday, and he said he wasn't feeling well. But he thinks maybe the caliper is seized up on it, so he wants to come out and check that. But again, we got to check the check light. So, oh well, I guess it's just as well that I'm not out of here yet. We messed with the motorhome a little bit. Got it started. I've changed the fuel in it, which was a lot of fun. Not. Oh boy, I did it by gas cans. I have two 5-gallon gas cans, so 2 trips to put 20 gallons in. And of course the gas cans don't fit the tank thing on the motorhome, the fill-up part on the motorhome. So I get out my little cheesy, I'm not thinking well today, my little cheesy suction thing. And of course I have to use it to get the gas in the motorhome, which took an hour per gas can, 5-gallon gas cans. Got it in there, got Techron in it. After the first 5 gallons, I put Techron in it because it treats up to 20 gallons, and then I put the other 3 gallons in. And we let it sit for several days.
It does get better, right? Please tell me it does. Motorhome still can't go anywhere. We drained the gas out of it, so I'm putting like 15 gallons of gas in it. We'll go from there. Oh, and I also put that in it. That'll treat up to 20 gallons. 55-gallon tank, but just to get going, just to get it started and to work on it, we're putting 15 in. I'd like to put 20 in, but that means another trip to the gas station because I only have 2 containers, and one of them was already full when I started. And the reason I am using this siphon hose is because the way this is designed, I cannot get this to fit in there properly, nor can I stand here and hold a 5-gallon gas can that is full. It's too heavy for me.
Then he came over and he put a new fuel filter on the motorhome. We started it up, and it was running, but running very rough. It has a pressure leak. Go figure. So that'll be something else in the future to work on, but I want to make sure everything is done and everything is correct before I even try to get on the road. Fortunately, I still kind of help out in the park, and next week I'll be sitting in the office for 3 days, so that's going to help with my rent and such. But I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious to be free and to be myself and to be on the road and to explore and take y'all with me and do all this stuff. But in the meantime, it is what it is. So, and I have a 14-year-old cat that's not doing well. I took him to the vet, and he gave him some meds and some shots and such. And he was dehydrated, so we got his fluids back up on him and everything. And he started doing pretty good. So then I moved him in with his brothers, and his brother and his sisters, and then he kind of went down again. So I put him back in what I call ICU. I separated him from everybody to give him a chance to recover. And he did really well. He did really well the other day. He was out there, he was running around the RV, the motorhome. I'm in the Twinkie right now, but I put him over in the motorhome. Sitting out there with him in the motorhome, he's running around, playing, scratching on this little carpet pad and everything. And then the next night he went down again. So he's hanging in there, and I'm giving him the squeeze-up cat treat things. They're helping. But I know it's just a matter of time with him. And just, I don't know. I'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. Hopefully he'll pull back out of it again, but we'll see.
He's still pretty sick, but he sure likes these squeeze-up treats, which are helping a lot. He'll eat just a little bit of canned food, but he'll eat 2 of these sticks. He loves them. Are we a happy kitty? Huh? Are we a happy kitty? Oh, I love you too. So give the belly rubs. Oh, I loves the belly rubs. Loves the belly rubs. Yes, belly rubs are good. Oh, look at that big foot. Rubbing his back. What a goofer. What a goofer.
So, not a whole lot else is going on. Our weather changed. We're getting a cool front tonight. It's going to be like 50 degrees, which is going to be great. Right now I've got windows open today. It's been windy. It's 45-mile-per-hour winds. It's been really windy. I put the dogs out. I hope the little dogs aren't going flying. They might be. No, they won't. So, and what else? So I got 3 little baby kittens. Because of the van breaking down so much, I was not able to get the mama cat in to have her spayed. Again, she's not my cat, but she hangs out at my place. But I take responsibility, and I take responsibility for the kittens. So I'll have to find homes for them. Nobody wants adult cats. She's white, she's beautiful, but I'm finding so many people don't like cats. I was lucky to find homes for the last litter, but because of the van breaking down, again, I wasn't able to take her in and get her spayed, and nobody here really wants to help out with that. Lots of cat haters here. So I'm dealing with that right now. So hopefully within the next couple of days, the van will get fixed. I'll be able to take her in, get her spayed, take my neighbor's male cat, get him neutered because he wants to have it done. And I said, I'll take him in for you, get all that stuff done. It's been a catastrophe. So.
3 weeks old, too funny. It's following me. What is it? Huh? We found the other 2 kittens and they're very thin. She's taking care of them now. They were in somebody's truck. Wow. Poor little guys, they're hungry.
But other than that, I'll put little fillers in this video of the filling the gas and the kittens and poor Tribbles who went down. He got named Tribbles because when he was a little baby kitten, he sat up on top of this post, this little ball on top of this post, and he looked like a Tribble. So the trouble with Tribbles. Miss Ethel here. Come here, baby. Miss Ethel here's doing okay. 17 years old. She's doing okay. Except she likes to sleep on my face at night. Yes, you do. She doesn't like to be held. Yeah, she likes to sleep on my face at night. It's kind of weird. I don't get good sleep because of it. What can you say? So I'm going to keep this short. Let me know what y'all are up to. Oh man, I want to go to Quartzsite. I want to go to those places so bad. I want to travel. Guess when the time is right, I'll do it, right? In the meantime, everything's got to be working right. Got to be safe. Got to keep me and the baby safe. So, and Birdie's doing okay. She has pancreatitis, but she's doing okay. The two little Ewoks, they're doing good. They're doing really good. So, they're outside right now, like I said, hopefully not blowing away in the wind. I'm also playing around with new lights. Got this little light, which might blind you. It's set on blue right now, but yeah. And I have a light over here for better lighting. And of course I got a little scent Edison light bulb here for the wax scent candles. Just playing around with different things. Of course I'm using my wireless microphone. So just playing around with my different equipment. Can't go anywhere. Oh, and I do want to go hiking when the van's fixed. Do some, we don't have great big fantastic trails here. I'd have to drive several miles to get to something like that. But at least I could do some hiking somewhere, maybe. And I want to go over to Brazos State Park. If I go over early enough, I might even be able to catch the gators, which would be kind of fun. Play with my camera gear, play with all this stuff that I have that just sits around in a cabinet. This is the new light I bought. I hope it's not going to show right on the camera. It's got little dots, changes colors. There we go. Of course, I can change the intensity of it. I haven't learned all the aspects of it yet. The best I can do is using my TV as a block here. So here is, oh goodness, it's not going to focus. Oh. Okay, I'm too close. There we go. That's the light. Push this little button here. I wanted to show you the back panel on it. So that's how that works. You can kind of see the colors glowing off the TV. But anyhow, it has a little panel on the back and this little histogram looking thing. All this stuff I haven't learned about yet. It's kind of cool though. I think I paid like $35 for it on Amazon because I do not buy expensive things. I try to go as pocket friendly as I can. But it's kind of cool. You give me different colors for background lighting and for different videography and such. And of course it does normal lighting too. Let's see if we can find it here. There you go. It's going to be blurry because the camera can't pick it up very well, and I can't get it far enough because I'm not using a long tripod. So you get different values of light with it. That's pretty cool. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Take care out there and live the life you love. Goodbye.